Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. You know it's your boy Pharaoh here, and today we are talking about AEW Full Gear 2023. This is your pay-per-view review. My apologies, I wanted to have this video pushed out yesterday. Unfortunately, dealing with these seasonal allergies, they've been kicking my butt, but I managed to kick out this morning before the 3 count, and I said I'm making this video. So I know a lot of you have already seen the pay-per-view. You know what went down. You've probably already followed some of your favorite podcasters or fellow YouTubers on the subject, so I'm not going to give you a 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-minute breakdown of the show. Make it short, sweet, to the point. Ultimately, at the end of these shows, these pay-per-views, especially the AEW ones, which do cost more than your typical WWE pay-per-view, I ask myself, did I get my money's worth at the end? And on Saturday night, yes, I did get my money's worth. I felt satisfied with the results from the show. Some things I wouldn't have done, but just minor critiques from me. Let's go ahead and start with, we had the buy-in. We had 3 buy-in matches. When I did my prediction video, I only spoke about 1 because only 1 was announced at the time. The 2 that weren't were Eddie Kingston, first off, defeating Jay Lethal to successfully retain his Ring of Honor World Championship. Kingston now rolls on into the Continental Classic Tournament and has stated that he will defend both his ROH World Championship and New Japan Strong Openweight title in every block match of the tournament. This is basically going to be a round-robin style tournament, similar to that of the G1 in New Japan. Up next, we had Claudio Castagnoli defeating Buddy Matthews. That was a buy-in match. That could definitely be a pay-per-view match, though, for sure. I love both these guys. Love the work they put in. Zero complaints. I think the right guy won. Big Claudio fan. Up next, to no one's surprise, Samoa Joe was the partner for MJF to help successfully retain the Ring of Honor World Tag Titles against the Guns, Austin and Colton of Bullet Club Gold. MJF, of course, pulling double duty in the night, and there was a show-long storyline that revolved around Adam Cole, who made an appearance Saturday night at the show in LA, and the thread was basically that he would take MJF's place after the beatdown after the ROH tag title match by the Guns, by Bullet Club, ahead of MJF's scheduled main event match with Jay White. And Jay White, you got to talk about him. It booked very strong heading into this pay-per-view. So when we get to that main event, I mean, you know. I just don't want to hear anybody, oh, Jay White's buried now. Jay White lost. Dude, he's been kicking ass for weeks on TV. He's looked good. He pinned MJF with the Blade Runner, his finish. So, again, Jay White is going to be fine. He has lost big matches in New Japan and has recovered. Let's go ahead with the start of the show. Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland, the Rated R Superstar, take on, what is it? Oh, the Patriarchy is what he's calling it now, because Christian Cage, your TNT champion and Father of the Year, is now the head of the Patriarchy. That's the name of his group with Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus. I had to look down at my handy-dandy iPad here and make sure that that's exactly what that said. I thought that said something else. Yeah, so this was a fun match. I will never get over watching Christian Cage go knuckle deep in Ric Flair with that low blow. And I've been seeing the memes. Christian Cage got his revenge. That is long-term storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. I loved it. I got a pop out of it. I was like, that's what you get, dude. You shouldn't be out there at ringside. But yeah, I actually thought it would be Flair low-blowing Sting at some point in the matchup. That's what I talked about in my prediction video, just because, hey, Flair has turned on Sting numerous times. Never trust a horseman. But Sting, Darby, Adam get the win. And that is going to build up to, I think, potentially a Adam Copeland, Christian Cage one-on-one match down the line. It's just got to. Up next, Orange Cassidy retains the International Championship against Jon Moxley. Heading into this match, I felt it could have went either way. I felt that maybe they wanted to go back with Moxley because he did get injured and prematurely lost the championship. Fenix wasn't originally scheduled to win the championship back when he did. And I thought, hey, maybe go back to Moxley and have him do whatever they had him originally scheduled to do. But no, Orange Cassidy keeps the title, which is fine because now he can lose it to an up-and-coming heel, hopefully build a new star. First of 2 matches out of the women's division. Timeless Toni Storm is now a 3-time AEW Women's World Champion. Congratulations. I like this match. I feel bad for Shida, though. Her last 2 title runs have been short. I don't want to call her a transitional champion because she definitely can lead that division. I stand by that. I still stand by the fact that she held that division together and led it strong during the pandemic when there were no fans. Some people want to fight me on that, and hey, it is what it is. Let's go. Up next, 4-way ladder match. The ladder match stipulation wasn't added when I did my prediction video, but it was for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Ricky Starks and Big Bill retain. I'm not really surprised there. Only other acceptable result for me would have been if FTR won. I know, Kings of the Black Throne. I love Malachi Black. I love Brody King, but I want to see Malachi doing more singles work. They need to fly back to that match with Bryan Danielson. He attacked Danielson several weeks ago on television. Then, sadly, Danielson got hurt again. But we know he's going to be a part of the Continental Classic tournament, so hey, book it. Second of 2 women's matches is for the TBS Championship. Julia Hart is your new TBS champion. I'm not shocked there, but I had Chris Statlander winning this match. Just thought it was a little too soon, but I'm not upset by this decision in the least. I said it in the prediction video going over this match that I believe that her and Sky Blue, I had to give them their flowers. I said, look, these 2 young ladies have improved. I never heard of them before coming into AEW. Julia Hart is right now in wrestling the most successful member of the Varsity Blondes team. I would even still put her up against Pillman Jr. or Lexis King with his thoughts so unclean. God, if you guys saw that from NXT this week. Unclean thoughts. Jesus Christ. Yeah. All right, this match. This was the show stealer for me. I thought it would be Texas Death Match. Swerve Strickland going over a former world champion not once but now twice on pay-per-view in one of the most brutal half-hour-long matches I've ever seen that did not involve, a weed whacker in a CZW match in a field in front of 300 people where they were beating each other with hammers and pizza cutters and lamps and whatever else because they're proud. But yeah, no, this was fun. I got a kick out of it. There's the 6th spot though where Hangman Page spits blood. He's doing his best Gangrel impression. Maybe he can be a part of the Brood. Maybe he's auditioning. I don't know. Up next, the Golden Jets, Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega defeat the Young Bucks and now have taken the Bucks' future opportunity at the tag titles. Now they have it in their back pocket, Omega and Jericho. Can they become World Tag Team Champions in the future? I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments. That is something interesting to think about. Do I think it's going to happen? No. I think the Bucks are going to screw them out of the belts. But we shall have to see. And I want to talk about this before the main event because I am man enough admit to come back here onto my own channel and say that I was wrong. I was wrong in the prediction video on who I thought it was going to be, and I was wrong on another video I did last week discussing the future of Will Ospreay and where I thought he would end up. I said the WWE, and I thought that Tony Khan's big signing for Full Gear would be Mercedes Moné. Well, friends, I was wrong. Hey, but it's cool though. It is nice to have that element of surprise every once in a while. So, hey, nothing wrong there. I'm not opposed to it. I think Will Ospreay will be a great asset. He'll be able to continue to work with New Japan and over in the UK if he wants to. He'll be a big selling point for the Wembley show coming up next year. So, hey, may end up paying dividends. And last but not least, as Pharaoh mentioned, MJF successfully retains the AEW World Championship against Switchblade Jay White. I like both these guys. I thought they went down and had a hell of a match. Jay White, like I said, is going to be fine. I think he is going to be fine if booked properly. He could potentially be the one that I think would take the International Championship away from Orange Cassidy. And I would be cool with that. You know, that could be a World's End match later next month. We just have to wait and see. We have the Continental Classic tournament coming up. And yeah, so that is my overall thoughts from the show. I thought it was a fun show, fine show. I wouldn't have done the spitting blood thing though, just because that's just not my cup of tea. That's really not. And the Adam Cole storyline throughout the show, what would he take MJF's place? Yeah, I want to mention that too. That was stupid because MJF was out there, not MJF, excuse me, Adam Cole was out there on crutches in a walking boot. Like, how's he going to be able to defend the belt? So I thought that was stupid. That and the spit and blood thing. Other than that, I was cool with the show. So if you enjoyed the show, leave a comment. Please don't hesitate to lay the smackdown on that like button. It helps get this video out to other wrestling fans just like us. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you next time.